Kitkatscanread.
Hey everybody, my name is Katie. Today I'm bringing you guys my January book haul. All the books I've managed to accumulate throughout the month, whether they are review books, books I've purchased, books I got with like Christmas voucher money, so on and so forth. So I'm going to do it from like the books, the earlier that I got them in the month, and then to like the most recent. Also, I apologise if I sound really bad. I am recovering from COVID-19 round 2. My symptoms are pretty bad. My breathing is quite bad and my chest really hurts, so if it does cause me to cough quite a lot and sound really chesty, that's why. So the first book that I got in January, this literally arrived like at the beginning of January. This is Moonlight Sins by Jennifer Armentrout, a De Vincent novel. So it's my aim to get like all of Jennifer Armentrout's books. She's one of my favourite authors, so I'm kind of like buying her books. So yes, this is like a mass market paperback. It is like an adult romance kind of book series that I don't really hear anybody speak about this series at all. But this is the first book that's in the series, and yeah, I got it second hand, and yeah, I mean, it just says here it's about an unforgettable story of a woman whose life has just begun but may end in murder. So Julia has always played it safe until she's learned a very painful lesson. She starts over with a job in Louisiana Bayou, working for the infamous De Vincent family, who are wealthy brothers who are haunted by a dark reputation. Hired to care for their troubled sister, they can't afford any distractions, but their presence in the mansion and temptation of the handsome Lucien De Vincent aren't something that anybody can ignore. They know better than to get wrapped up in Lucien. He's from a world that she can't relate to, plus he is her employer, but his wicked touch and sensual promises are too much to deny. What starts with a kiss ends with so much more. Dun, dun, dun. So yes, a like dark sort of romance it sounds like, but yeah, like it would be nice to sort of eventually get around to reading it. And yeah, Jennifer Armentrout, it's like great to read like her other works, so yeah, super happy that I have that now. Next of all, I got this book from Waterstones, and this is The Hat Makers by Tamsin Merchant. So yeah, this was on a buy one get one half price deal, and it's got lovely blue edges. It's really pretty. It's a middle grade monthly book for January, but I had no kind of intention of joining, but I was just like, when I saw it I was like, maybe I could join, but I haven't really had time to join, unfortunately, because of COVID and everything. But yeah, it's a middle grade book, and to be honest, I don't really know too much about it. It says here it's about Cordelia, who is from a family of magical hat makers, making and crafting items in her world. From enchanted ingredients is a rare special skill. They can't wait to make their first hat. But her father disappears, and someone seems to be using maker enchantments to start a war. So Cordelia must use courage, friendship, and a touch of magic to save the makers forever. So yeah, sounds magical. And yeah, I hope it be a really good read. And this also has Waterstones content. Waterstones exclusive content in the back. Exclusive short story in the magical world of the hat makers. Lady Elsa sets the trend. So there you go. Waterstones edition's got this one, and it came with a nice little bookmark to go with it. So yeah, we shall see about this one. I don't often read middle grades, so hopefully it's one I enjoy. The other book that I got with the buy one get one half price deal is the very, very loved Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Austin. This was on a lot of people's top books of last year, and I kept on staring at it and staring at it and staring at it, and I never got it. And then it was on the buy one get one half price deal, and finally I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to get it because I've just been recommended it by so many people. So it says here on the back, Amari Peters knows 3 things. Her brother has gone missing, no one will talk about it, and her mysterious job holds a clue. But a strange invitation arrives, and Amari has the chance to join the Magical Bureau of Supernatural Affairs, completing missions in a world where mermaids, aliens, and magicians are real, and her roommate is a were-dragon. Secrets and surprises await Amari as she discovers her own rare and dangerous magical power. Soon she realises that the Bureau could hold the key to finding her brother. All she has to do is past 3 tryouts. Sounds really magical, and that just sounds really interesting, and I feel like I would actually end up enjoying this one, so yeah, fingers crossed that I do. But yeah, so many great reviews about this one. The third book that I got from Waterstones was Pax by Sarah Pennypacker. This book was in my wish list and it was recommended to me quite a lot. A lot of people say it's a really great middle grade book about the fox and its love for the boy who looks after him. So it says that Pax and Peter have been inseparable ever since Peter rescued him as a cub, but Peter is forced to return his fox to the wild and his world is torn apart. Despite the emerging war and 300 miles between them, Peter sets out to find his fox and Pax waits hopefully for his boy. Powerful story about the unbreakable bond between a boy and his fox. It just sounds so cute, and yeah, I think I'll really enjoy this one. This next book is a sequel to a book that I still have not got around to reading. The first book is actually on my January TBR, but because of COVID I don't think I'm going to get around to reading it, and we are reaching the end of the month already, so I will get around to it. I have massive high hopes too. So this is the sequel, which is Our Violin Ends by Chloe Gong. So this is a special edition, and yeah, so pink, and I waited quite a while to get hold of this, but it finally arrived and it's lovely and signed as well, and yeah, it's got a beautiful inside dust jacket like that. Wow, pretty, isn't it? But yeah, this is kind of like a mafia Romeo Juliet kind of retelling, but in Shanghai, 1927 Shanghai. So yeah, but I hear really good things about these books. I've heard good things about this one already, so yeah, I'm happy to have the sequel now, and then I can binge both of them. This next book was also in my wish list, and the lovely Becca from Becca Fowl was getting rid of it, and so I've got here City of Rust. This is by Gemma Fowler. This is another middle grade novel, and I really like the sound of it because she's got a little robot gecko. So Rayleigh dreams of winning the biggest drone race on Earth with her bio-robotic gecko, Atty, but when her chance is crushed, she flees skywards, hiding out among the junkers who mine the rubbish orbiting the planet. Rayleigh discovers something far worse than losing out. A huge trash bomb will destroy the world unless she and Atty do something about it. This is the race of a lifetime. It kind of, with the race thing, kind of gives me the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, you know, Star Wars, the racer game sort of thing, vibes. So yeah, I really like the sound of that. So this sounds really good. I'm so happy that I have it now, and yeah, hopefully I really enjoy it. Also from Becca, I got Star Daughter by Shweta Thakra, and yeah, this has golden edges. It is also signed, and it's also got an exclusive dust jacket as well, which is gorgeous. Look at that, beautiful. So I think some people have said like some mixed things about this book, but I always like to go in with my own head, because sometimes I have found books that I love that people don't love. So I always think, let's give it a try. But I've always been really intrigued by this book. If the night sky holds many secrets, it holds Sheetal Mystery's secret the closest. A secret that explains why her hair is a silver starlight, or why some nights the stars call Sheetal by name. Stars like her mother, who returned to her place in the constellation Bushia years ago. Since that day, Sheetal has been forced to hide. But as her 17th birthday draws near, the pull from the sky is growing stronger. So strong that Sheetal loses control, and a flare of starfire burns her human father, and an injury only a full star's blood can heal. Sheetal has no choice but to answer the star song and ascend to the sky, but her celestial family has summoned her for a reason, to act as their human champion in a competition to decide the next ruling House of Heavens. Desperate to save her father, Sheetal agrees, but nothing could have prepared she to face the Star's dark history, or the forces that are working to shut the game between the realms for good. So yeah, so it sounds really cool because she's got to enter this competition and save her father. Yeah, I like the idea of that these stars and constellations. I mean, I'm a big fan of like space and stars and stuff. So yeah, Star Daughter. What a beautiful cover. Beautiful. So hopefully I'm one of the people that ends up enjoying it. But yeah, we shall see. This next book I got from the publisher, very, very kindly sent to me by Simon & Schuster. So this is Love Boat Reunion by Abigail Hingwen. I think this is now actually out. 25th, yeah. So this is actually released now. This is the sequel to Love Boat Taipei, which is up here. I just started it and I was really enjoying it. So I'm really looking forward to continuing on with it, with the sequel. Obviously, I can't really say too much what the sequel's about, but like with the first book, she is shifted away to go somewhere onto this boat, and that's literally all I can say, like, that she has to go away. She's been sent away somewhere and she learns things where she goes. I know it's very kind of like bland what I'm giving you, but yeah, thank you again to Simon & Schuster for sending me the sequel. And yeah, it's a companion novel though. It's a companion novel, so I think it's about two different characters called Sophie Hart and Xavier Ye. Hearts are broken, revenge is plotted, but they've left the drama behind at Love Boat, their infamous summer programme. It's autumn, they're focusing on what really matters. Sophie's determined to excel at university. Xavier wants to stay under his overbearing father's radar, concentrate on what makes him happy. The universe has different plans. Sophie and Xavier find themselves on a wild, non-stop Love Boat reunion, hatching a joint plan to take control of their futures. Can they succeed together, or are they destined to combust? So there you go. It's two different characters. I don't know if you have to like read the first book in order to understand, but maybe they make appearance in the first book. So yeah, it's always good to like obviously read the first book anyway. I've got another arc that's arrived. This one actually doesn't come out until May, I believe. So yeah, this is also sent by Simon & Schuster, 26th of May this year. But it was pitched to me and it sounded really, really interesting and right on my street. And it says it's going to be the most addictive new thriller since The Hunger Games. Man, so good. So, The Butterfly Assassin by Finn Longman. And I'll read you what this is about as well. Trained and traumatised by a secret assassin program for minors, Isabel Rhines wants nothing more than to be a normal civilian. After running away from home, she has a new name, a new life and a new friend. And for the first time, things are looking up. But old habits die hard. It's not long until she blows her cover, drawing the attention of the guilds, the two rival organisations who control the city of Espera. An unaffiliated killer like Isabel is either a potential asset or a threat to be eliminated. Will the blood on her hands cost her everything? It's an exhilarating new voice and way of fiction. Comes a addictive new blockbuster series for fans of global phenomena The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Killing Eve and The Hunger Games. And the author as well is a queer disabled writer and medievalist originally from London. They're studying for MA in earlier medieval Irish and spends their free time retelling medieval Irish stories online. They write YA and adult novels and have a particular interest in genre-bending fiction that explores identity and tests moral boundaries. And The Butterfly Assassin is going to be their debut novel. So yeah, if you want to read more books about queer writers or disabled writers, then yeah, this is like another option for you. So this will be, I think it's going to be pretty good book. So hopefully at some point I can get around to reading this one. So massive thank you again to Simon & Schuster for sending that to me. Then I got this book with an Amazon voucher, so got it for free basically. This is Jade City by Fonda Lee, first book in this series. I got this because everyone's pretty much like reading it at the moment, saying it's really good. So it says here, Jade is the lifeblood of the city of Janloon, a stone that enhances a warrior's natural strength and speed. Its mind traded, stolen and killed for, all controlled by two families equal in their power and ruthlessness. When a modern drug emerges that allows anyone, even foreigners, to wield Jade, simmering tension between the two clans erupts into an open war. So, yeah, it says here that it's got a beautifully realised setting, great cast of characters, dramatic action scenes, world building raises the stakes for their vivid described action scenes, dynamic fight scenes and vibrant world building. It brings to life the memorable story of a family caught up in a ferocious gang war. An epic drama reminiscent of the best classic Hong Kong gangster films takes place in a fantasy metropolis so gritty and well imagined that you'll forget you're reading a book. I really hope that I enjoy this book. Rosie doesn't seem to think I will, but we shall see, Rosie, we shall see. The final book that I'm hauling to you guys today is Colin Hoover's latest book. It's not been released. This is Reminders of Him. I got this also with an Amazon voucher as well, so I've also got this for free. This, I think, is going to be quite hard-hitting. It's about a young mother who, after serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake, they returned to the town where it all went wrong, hoping to reunite with her 4-year-old daughter, but the bridges that she burned are finding impossible to rebuild, apart from one person who is the local bar owner called Ledger, and is one of the few remaining links to her daughter. But if anyone discovers that Ledger is becoming an important part of Kenna's life, both have risked losing the trust of everybody important to them. The two form a connection despite the pressure around them, but as the romance grows, so does the risk. Kenna must find a way to absolve the mistakes of the past in order to build a future out of hope and healing. I think it's going to be really emotional and hard-hitting. Colin Hoover really knows how to hit you in the feels anyway, so I would not be surprised if this ends up kind of breaking me. But I'm hearing really good things about this book already, so I have massive high hopes. So I'm super happy that I have it now. Hopefully I can get around to reading it soon, within the next 3 months. And yeah, I'm loving this like blue cover with like this kind of like purple, pinky, you know, peachy kind of writing, like. And this is like the matte version. There's like 2 versions. Some people have got like the shiny version, some people have got a matte version. So yeah, before I leave, I've got 3 more books that I got literally the last day of January. So the first of which I have to you, this came from Illumicrate. This is The Ivory Key by Akshaya Raman. 4 siblings, a country rearing, one quest to save them all. Really, really gorgeous, like this royal blue colour and this golden. Yeah, blue edges, blue foil, and beautiful, beautiful back to it. And then we've got a lovely little message inside from the author, which says, "Welcome to Ashoka, a land of crumbling ruins, secret societies and ancient mysteries lurking around every corner. I hope you enjoy your stay, and remember, you get to make your own destiny." So yeah, really beautiful, lovely map inside as well. Everybody loves a good map. And yeah, about the author at the back and acknowledgements and everything. Yeah, really, really pretty book. So this is about Viru, who is desperate to establish her legacy as a revered Maharani of Ashoka, but with the country's only quarry running out of magic, a precious resource that has kept Ashoka safe from conflict for centuries, she can no longer protect her citizens from the looming threat of war. Viru's only hope is to find a mysterious artifact of legend, the Ivory Key, but in order to retrieve it, she must reunite with her estranged siblings who have taken very different paths. Vera, Ronak, Caleb, and runaway Ria each have something to gain for finding the Ivory Key, and even more to lose if they do fail. But with each sibling harbouring secrets, the very thing that brought them together could tear apart their family and their world for good. So it's kind of like a quest involving siblings, which sounds really epic, because normally when you get like these quest-like books, it's about like random like people that kind of like get together to form this like adventure kind of like book. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this one comes along. So yeah, thank you to Illumicrate for that. The other book that was in Illumicrate I was really excited about, because this is actually my Read Like a Kit Kat book for the month of February. I was going to pre-order the normal hardback of this from Amazon, but then Illumicrate had this one. So yes, I was ultimately excited and surprised. Here is the book. this Woven Kingdom by Tara Murphy. So this is the Illumicrate exclusive edition. There's no dust jacket on it, it's literally just the naked hardback of it. Here is the spine here, and this is the back, and this is the beautiful edges of the book right here. So open inside and we have got this, and there's the beautiful signature by the lovely Tara Murphy. I absolutely love the Shatter Me books, so I'm very excited about this. But this, I believe, is like her young adult fantasy book, so I'm really excited to give this a read. This is about clashing empires, forbidden romance, and long forgotten queen destined to save her people. To all the world, Alize is a disposable servant, not the long-lost heir to an ancient Jinn kingdom, forced to hide in plain sight. The Crown Prince Cameron has heard the prophecies foretelling the death of his king, but he could never have imagined that the servant girl with the strange eyes, a girl that he can't put out of his mind, would one day soon uproot his kingdom and the world. It has kind of like a feel to An Ember in the Ashes from it, with like the servant girl kind of thing. So yeah, I'm hoping I really enjoy this. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm really just like happy to receive this book. Then literally on the very last day of January, I picked up this from Sainsbury's. This is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. I've been hearing so many people talk about this book at the moment. They were selling this for £4.50, which is an absolute bargain because it's sold for like £8.99, so half price, which is great. But yes, I've heard really good things about this one, and yeah, I'm really excited to give it a read. So this one says here, a wedding in Spain, the most infuriating man, 3 days to convince your family that you're actually in love. Catalina desperately needs a date to her sister's wedding, especially when her little white lie about her American boyfriend has spiraled out of control. Now that everybody she knows, including her ex-boyfriend and her fiance, is going to be there. So she's got 4 weeks to find somebody who's going to cross the Atlantic for her in aid of her deception. NYC to Spain is not a short flight. Her family won't be easy to fool. But when Aaron Blackford, 6'4", blue-eyed, pain in the arse, offers to step in, she is not tempted for even a second. Never has there been a more aggravating and insufferable man. But Catalina is desperate and the wedding gets closer, so the more desirable an option Aaron Blackford becomes. It's an enemies to lovers, fake dating romance, perfect for those looking for a steamy, slow burn with the promise of a sweet, happy ever after. Everything that you could want in a romance is right here, and that's from Helen Huang, the author of The Kiss Quotient. So yes, I'm really excited to hopefully that I enjoy this. So when I'm in the mood for a good enemies to lovers romance, hopefully I do enjoy this one. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to get a read. When I saw it out in Sainsbury's for like half price, I was like, I had to get my hands on it. So there you have it, guys. That is the end of my January book haul. So yes, I've accumulated a fair few books, but 2 arcs, book in a series, 2 adult books, 2 hardback YAs, 4 middle grades. I've got a big selection here, but I'm really excited for all of them, and you know, I've only been getting books as I like see fit sort of thing as well. So super happy about this. It's not too bad for a book haul, really. But yeah, if you've read any of these books, even if you didn't like them, let me know down below in the comments your thoughts about them, and let me know what books you also recently acquired in January, whether it's something you purchased, got for Christmas, or that you got from the library. All my social media links are linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere, Twitter, Instagram, Goodreads and all that. But that's it from me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, be happy. Most importantly, please stay safe. And I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!